Trinity Sunday. Last week we had the feast of the Holy Spirit, the coming of the Spirit of God upon creation. And today it's Trinity Sunday. One of the more difficult homilies to give is on the Trinity. It's such a mysterious reality, and yet highlighted in the gospel today and in the teachings of the church. What is a Trinity? I will not explain it. If you've ever tried even to explain someone you love or someone you casually know, you might come up with adjectives or analogies, activities. He's a player. She's a singer. She's a smiler. He's a hard worker. No definition completely defines the mystery of a person. A person, say in sports, you might have a triple threat, a football player who can run, pass, and kick. Three functions, same person. Well, is that a trinity? One person, three activities? It's close. But no. I highly recommend your reading, the first reading from Moses' historical explanation, comparing Israel with the relationships that false gods have had with other nations. Has there ever been a nation that had a God like ours? That's what it comes down to. An analogy, then, my attempt. Imagine, now this is going to limp, so it's weak. But imagine a painter whom you do not know, but you know the painter a little bit by the painting. And the painting is a revelation of the painter. Is it a complete revelation? No image is a complete revelation. That's the trick of the Trinity. It's constantly revelation. But there's the painter and the painting and the what? It's the light that the painter has fixed so that every part of the painting is visible, understandable in a way. Do you know the painter by the painting? Close. But it's just a work of art that we can see. There's a revelation of the painter in the painting, and the light helps us see this way and that way the various facets of the artistry. Is that God? Well, no. Close, though. Brilliant, I'd say, because I came up with it myself. But the work of the light is to help us see the artistry made a revelation in the painting. The Trinity are not three persons like people. We've got to get that straight. It's not three people in one person. It's three persons in the one mystery called God. And the mystery is that there are the creator, the painter, and the painting, Christ, and the Holy Spirit, the light by which we understand somewhat of the painting itself, Jesus, but the painting is a revelation of the painter, the creator. The work of the Trinity is revelation, exposure. So what do we know about the Trinity? We know creation, but it is still mysterious. And we don't know the light so well shining on it, helping us see the work of the Spirit, whom we celebrated last Sunday, the work of the Spirit is to help us see the other gifts of the giver, of the painter. Will we ever see the painter? Insofar as the painter wanted to be known by the painting, yes, we know the painter. Enough to praise the painter, receive the gift of the painting. And the work of the Spirit is to help the painting talk to us, reveal the painter, and reveal us to ourselves. The painter says, I am giving this gift to you uniquely, to you personally. Other people will see the painting differently. I will give you a light by which you will see the painting, Jesus, not in biographical detail necessarily, but how Jesus is for you. And so the painting is different for everyone who looks at it. There is no one Jesus that's universally presented. So you can read about Jesus in Matthew's Gospel, and it's different from the Gospel of Luke's presentation of Jesus, because in a way they were painted for different communities, different needs to see this Jesus. So in Matthew's Gospel, we hear and read the ending of Jesus' ministry, the last display of the physical painting. He began his public display. The painting came on canvas really on a mountain where he gives the Sermon on the Mount. And he's a Moses figure, telling of the mystery of God. But this is what the painting tells us in the Sermon on the Mount. And then at the end, Jesus is back on the Mosaic mountain, a symbol that he is the teacher. He is, as much as you need to know about the mystery, the painter, as much as you need to know to reverence, receive, praise, worship, whatever Jesus is for you, it is the invitation to receive the relationship that this God paints for you. This God says, I will paint so that you can see a little bit of the painter. But never ever, even in eternity and whatever heaven is, we will not see the painter clearly. But we will understand the painter because we saw much of the painter in the painting. And that's the work of the Holy Spirit. The light, the encourager. One final thing. When I was praying in preparation for this homily today, the word gentle came to me, that the Holy Spirit is the gentler with our minds and our spirits. We cannot understand, and yet we are oriented by our intelligence, by our senses, to want to know more and more, please. We cannot know infinity, but we can know some of the revelations that the painter wants us to know about the painter. And we look at the painting and we know a little bit more and a little bit more. And the challenge of the Holy Spirit in our lives is keep watching patiently, gently. Don't squeeze it. Don't crunch it. Don't say, I've got it all. No, you don't got it all. Except the desire for more. So we worship this Trinity, this painter, this painting, this Spirit that asks us to be gentle in our intellectual reachings. We reach for answers. We receive the Eucharist. Figure that out.